I think you have to take a side. And I'm on the side of the Jewish people. That's all there is to it. And I'm against the anti-Semitic army that slaughtered 1,000 people. That's all there is to it. And, you know, I just find lots of this criticism of Israel's military campaign to be just this kind of luxuriant moralism coming from people in Western societies who've never had to fight for anything, who don't understand what it is like to face an existential threat from a movement on your doorstep that wants to destroy your whole religion, your whole country, and your whole people. We have no idea what that feels like. What's more, a movement that hides itself amongst Palestinian citizens because it doesn't give a damn about them, so it's very difficult to target them. And then we have these kind of often young, privileged, very comfortable Westerners who've never lifted a gun for anything, and in fact, polls show that they never would, looking down their noses at Israel and saying, how dare you fight this war? What they're saying, what they are fundamentally saying, is that Israel should have done nothing after the 7th of October, which basically means you Jews should let yourselves be killed. That's what they're saying. What's the big deal? Why are you overreacting? It's a demand for the Jewish people to allow themselves to be attacked by anti-Semites. That is fundamentally what we're talking about here. And the official line is that Israel has the right to exist, which I agree with, and that it has the right to pursue the terrorists that unleashed the worst attack on it in its modern history. But the thing is, you know, the one thing I really dislike is the idea that you see everywhere these days that Israel has now killed more people than Hamas killed, and therefore Israel is worse. That is so morally illiterate. There is no moral equivalence whatsoever between the intentional slaughter of Jewish people on the basis of their race and the collateral damage that is an absolute horrible, tragic consequence of every war in history. There is no moral comparison between those two things. And the war in Gaza is hell. It's hell on earth. But who started this war? Hamas. Who's refusing to end this war by returning the hostages and surrendering on Israel's terms? Hamas. The people responsible for the barbarism in Gaza is Hamas. They knew this would happen, and they are still saying that they will carry out more 7th of Octobers. So if Israel were to lay down its arms, its people would be slaughtered again, and that to me is unacceptable.